Hello, welcome to the Side Dive Podcast, opening basketball season. React had a doubleheader today. Had the women's team played at 11 this morning, took on Cleveland State, and the men at 7 p.m. took on, I'm going to say it, it's IUPUI. Not gonna sit here and say IUPUI all day. It's ooey pooey, like we used to say it back in the day. So that's who they played, ooey pooey. We'll get to them in a minute. Let's bounce it back up. Number 8, women. I mean, Cleveland State was a tournament team last year, but they were no match for these Cyclones. It was a whooping, plain and simple.
Yep, looked like a top 10 team. I mean, just did what they do. I mean, Ashley Jones, 28, and newcomer Suarez. Man, she's definitely going to be a difference maker.
Yeah, it was nice to see 2 double doubles. That was good. Points and boards from those two. That was nice.
I mean, she is long.
Yeah.
Good grief. I mean, it's nice to have that presence. And she was able to, and she comfortably shot the 3.
I was gonna say I didn't know that about her until I heard. I think that was the first basket of their exhibition game or whatever. She knocks down the 3. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got 5 3-point shooters out there.
Well, come on, hold on. She took 2 shots.
But I'm just saying the way she shot it.
Yeah, no. I got you.
Yeah, the way she, but yeah, no, we don't have five consistent.
Correct. That's what I'm reacting to. I'm like, wait a minute now.
But we at least have a 5th player who can shoot a 3 if need be. Okay. How about we say it like that?
She might be able to stretch the floor. Okay, I got you. All right. It was good to see Lexi Lenarski get a 10.55 that line as well. Or was it 4? She had 4 assists.
Oh, 4 assists, yeah.
5 boards and 10 points. That was good.
Yeah.
Shot well in that second quarter, it looks like. 52 from the field and 40% from 3 as a team. And hit all 6 free throws in the second quarter. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, the first half was just, Cleveland State had 11 in the first quarter, 9 in the second.
Well, shoot, held them to 11% from the field in the second quarter. 2 of 18.
Yeah, they had 19 turnovers. And only 9 assists. Bad for them. Clones had 16 turnovers. I tell you what, I did like about is Suarez was able to play the 4, and they were able to have also run in Morgan Kane, Zingaro as well. They were able to be on the court at the same time. Granted, it was Cleveland State, but it was still nice to see that. And even in the second half, they had a lot of Naimir Du running point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's why she had 6 turnovers. I mean, I'm not trying to bag on her. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, and when she had, she was out there playing the point. It was in mop-up duty with the bench players.
Yeah, that must have been just some rosters for them.
She didn't get to play point with Jones and Donarski, and
Right.
she's playing
And
with
Ryan and them, right?
she's playing with Zingaro, Mary Kate King. No offense to my girl, because we all know I got love for MKK. Um, but I mean, it was a nice twist to you can really mess with you know opposing teams if you do let her bring the ball up with that starting team. It gives you a very lengthy person out top, but probably best just to keep it in Emily Ryan's hands
Yeah.
and just let the game flow through her. Um, yeah, I mean, it's not a lot to say.
Yeah.
They beat them girls up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Like Vernon said, they took care of it the second quarter and it was over.
Yeah, I mean, they got outscored 22-19 in the third, and then it was 12-12. I mean, Cleveland State had nothing left in them in that fourth quarter. So how they got? I mean, it's amazing they got 12, but yeah, the game was not in doubt. I mean, never concerned. I mean, 24-11 after the first. So, I mean,
Yeah.
whoop, there it is. So next up for the women is Southern, I believe, which ought to be another pasting. Yes, they played Southern. What's today? The 7th.
Yeah.
So they played Southern on Thursday at home at 6:30. It'll be on the ESPN Plus. So go watch Cyclone. Go watch Cyclone Women.
And they got you and I after that.
Oh yeah.
Is that names or is that in Cedar Falls?
Cedar
I think
Falls.
it's there.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that,
there.
that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
We thought that last year too, and then Iowa State decimated them.
Yeah.
I think this year's team is gonna be better than last year's team. With adding the length of Suarez, Morgan Kane looked to move, even be moving better than last year. So I don't know if she got a little quicker, got a little stronger, but she seemed to be moving better. So yeah, I mean, I expected another deep run into the tournament. Obviously, seeding always, plays a major role in all that. But you know, I mean, the women scored 87 points and they only made 8 threes. I mean, they usually have 8 threes and a half.
How many did they take?
28.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. So, I mean, Emily Ryan didn't make any of hers. Donarski was 2 of 8. Ashley Jones was 2 of 7. So the big three didn't shoot very well from the three. But I expect that to change.
Yeah.
Ain't always gonna be like that.
No.
Yeah. So there it is. We'll be back watching them on Thursday night. Let's flip it on over to the men's. The men's team, new look once again. The new look men's team got a lot of newcomers on the team. I mean, was it? Yeah, what Coucher, Grill, Jones, and Jazz coming back, and then a whole bunch of new people.
Yep.
And the first big surprise of the night was Pipes, you texted it, so you say it.
Oh, Team Lipsy starting. I thought that was cool, and I thought he looked the part. Um, he got into foul trouble, but other than that, I was there wasn't he just looked comfortable, I guess, and you don't always see that with freshmen, you know, and a guy making his first start in his hometown, at a place where he grew up going to games. You never know, So I was impressed.
Yes. But I mean, granted, it's one game, and it was a extremely winnable game, and so I mean, we've had very very good point guards. We're on a nice stretch of good point guards, and you know, looks like we've got another one on our hands for the next however many years. Um, who else started?
Uh, it was Kuhn started.
Grill,
Yeah, Grill
Holmes.
and Oshuni.
Okay.
Well, hey, for the minutes that Lipsy played as
Uh,
well, 5 assists and 0 turnovers.
yeah,
I'll take that.
yeah. He had. I think he had 5 assists in the
Absolutely.
first half, but like I said, he had.
Yeah, he was in foul trouble.
Yeah, he had three early fouls. Picked up the fourth actually.
That's good.
I mean, he was just playing aggressive defense. It wasn't. It wasn't. I didn't see any stupid fouls or anything like that. So
So I was a little surprised that Grill started over Kalsher.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was. Yeah, I was too. I don't know what was up. They said it was. They're trying to create momentum off the bench or something. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Especially.
He got a lot of run though.
Yeah.
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 I mean, Kalsher shot the ball well. Grill's still struggling to shoot the ball at Hilton, but he was playing hard. He played well on defense. I think he was heavily involved in that run they had. Towards when they blew it open in the second part of the first half. But one thing we're talking about, Lipsy, he went out, and Holmes is not a point guard. I don't think he did not look comfortable in my opinion. But then again, he had 15 first half points, Holmes, and it was those kind of points where you're just like, oh wow, just where he's just taking what they were giving him. So
Yeah. How the men shoot from three? That was a big. That was a well talked about point last year, statistic,
yeah,
if you will.
31.6%. 6 of 19.
yeah,
Which I believe is good for the for the men.
yeah.
So hey, I mean, I'll take it for the first game of the season
Yep.
against an overmatched schools. I mean,
Right.
the final was what 88 to 39. I
True.
mean, defense was great. They had 29 turnovers. Yowza. I think at one point I saw they had more. At one point in the game, they had more turnovers than field goals.
Yes. I think that was most of the first half.
And everything was 1-on-1 for them. No. I mean, 4 assists all game.
I said 25 total rebounds, 33% from the floor. We're not, and that's not 3 from the floor. So that's solid defense.
There was probably a 5-minute stretch where they were just struggling to even get a shot off.
Yeah. I mean, they were missing close shots and easy shots. I mean, nothing was going in for them, and
Yeah.
I'm sure that had to be frustrating. But cuz
Yeah.
that's just too bad. We had talked about it when we had mentioned the basketball front court length.
Oh man, yeah, depth too.
And Osen was as good as advertised when it comes to being a disruption. I mean, my man was very long, altering shots. It was good. Did a very good job of passing out at the top, playing the high post.
Definitely, yes, that was something we struggled with last year. He was good at picking up those cutters.
Yeah. And then Jones came in and played a good game.
I was impressed with Ward. He seemed real raw, but I mean he's got quick hands. I mean he's got the size, but he also has the quick hands. And that was another thing. They came out. They pressed a lot. Yeah. And I assume that when you have the guy on the back end like Machini, that you can do that. So
absolutely,
I thought that, and with the depth they have, I thought that was interesting. So that'll be fun to watch.
And that was a nice athletic putback dunk by Ward.
Yeah,
that he had. I mean, we're not gonna have. It doesn't look like we're gonna have the super scoring Brockington Hunter show.
right.
But I think one thing is that looks like there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be aggressive with the ball, and then the defense. Everybody seemed to be ramped up for defense, but like you mentioned with the press, when you got a legitimate shot blocker back behind you, you can be a little bit more aggressive. You can get. I mean, I even saw the way they were playing defense. They were willingly giving up the baseline, like go on down there if you want to.
I think it'd be interesting if they
down there.
If they have Ward and Shuni in at the same time, they have Ward, on the inbounder, so you have Ward on the front of the press and Shuni on the back. I think that'd be interesting. But so yeah.
Everybody got in. What did you think? I guess this is just for you, Pipes. What did you think of Watson?
Yeah, that was the guy I was going to bring up next. I think he's going to be really good.
Yeah.
He seemed to have a calmness about him too. I mean he gets in and he's playing hard defense, and then he gets an early dunk. So yeah, no, I was impressed with him too. I wish they would have got King in a little early.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what was up with that. I mean, but they have dudes, so a true freshman. But I mean, King looked more comfortable at the point to me than Holmes did. But
yeah, I think Holmes is definitely more comfortable playing the two.
Yeah.
So, men take down IUPUI, and they are off until Saturday, where they have a home date with North Carolina A&T. Luckily, it's not track, or we're losing. And then it's Milwaukee, and then Villanova.
Aren't the women playing in that same that Phil Knight Invitational?
I believe so.
Who's in that field? I know Villanova.
I don't remember who's in the field, but they got Michigan State to start.
They're pretty good. They're a good women's program, aren't they?
I believe so.
Yeah, they're decent.
Yeah, so when they play Milwaukee, they're gonna have it'll be former teammates playing against each other with Taman Lipsey and Japan Kellogg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh.
Yeah, Japan Kellogg is at Milwaukee.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, ain't got much else on basketball.
No, it's just good to see them back out there and see some of the new guys. You know,
It seems like forever. Granted, it's been since March, but it feels longer. But then again, I'm tired, so maybe that's what it is. But yeah, here we are. Maybe because the football season is kind of long this year.
Yeah.
But they did get a win, and we'll talk about that on Wednesday.
Yep.
So please come back on Wednesday and listen to Wednesday's show. And you can hear our thoughts on the West Virginia game. But yeah, there it is. Side Dive Podcast React for opening day / night of Cyclone Women's and Men's basketball. Shout out to both those teams for having big victories. And they'll be back. Women will be back at it on Thursday. And men will be back at it on Saturday.
Sunday.
Ooh.
No,
it's the 13th. I thought it said the 12th. Yeah. So Sunday, that'll be on ESPN Plus as well.
Is that like an afternoon game?
Noon game.
Oh, okay.
Damn, I'll probably miss part of it. But anyway,
cool.
All right. Well, you know how we do it. Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.
Go Clones.